Okay, YouTube. I don't know if you would call this determination or YouTube fanaticism. But here I am. I found a handy microphone because I'm recording on my mom's computer and she doesn't have a Mac like me. So I had to get handy with it and find me an old school microphone to record on. Okay, so the volume might be a little low, so just turn it up. So I wanted to provide a few updates, and update number one, and I think I've mentioned it before in other videos, is I'm gonna try to do this all in one video. If I don't get sidetracked, my mom, we just went super shopping, and see, I'm getting sidetracked already. This is not even part of the story. Okay, we went shopping, and she's like trying on clothes. So if she comes in here and I give her the, oh, good, nice, then you guys know what's up. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this in one video. Before, when I recorded it and realized that I didn't have any sound, it was in one video would be like my raw food updates, and my other video was gonna be my hair updates, but I'm gonna try to do it in one video, but I don't know if that's gonna happen because I have a lot of information. Okay, number one, I'm staying at my dad's house, which is in Brooklyn, and I think I mentioned it before, because I'm working on Wall Street, and the commute is a lot easier from West Bumble and Long Island. West Bumble, you all know what I want to say, but I'm trying not to curse that much these days, and that would just be an obscene word. Well, if any little kiddies are listening. Anyway, so I'm staying out in Brooklyn, and he lives in the Stone Age and does not have internet access, or better yet, Wi-Fi. So I can't really use my Mac. I can record the videos, but I can't upload them. And I haven't been uploading because the lighting is terrible. I gotta sit on the steps, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So here I am, 2 weeks later. Haven't been haven't recorded a video. Only checked it on YouTube. So it's just hard. It's hard staying connected to you guys. Anyway, so uh, let's see. So a lot of people have been asking me. I've received comments. I won't say a lot of people, but I've received comments on raw food, and I've kind of strayed from raw food a little bit, especially now being that how us ladies get once a month, and especially that being around that time, I've just been wanting all types of stuff. So, um, yeah. But the good thing about raw food is that you have the ability to make every day a new beginning. Forget about the pizza you ate yesterday, or the hamburger. I haven't eaten a hamburger, but I'm just saying the hamburger, the mm, the cinnabons that you've been thinking about eating and maybe you ate. Forget about it. Because today you're not going to eat that. You're going to eat something else. And that's the good thing about raw food, is that every day you have a fresh start. And to do better, you do better every day. But I urge you to remember this quote. And it is that goals without commitment are still wishes. So even though every once in a while you slip up and you mess up, you got to keep your eye on the prize. And you have to just do what you know is good for you and not what your heart desires at the moment. So I hope the sound is not awful. I hope I won't have to delete this video. 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Good. Going strong. Okay. Now, someone asked me about dehydrators. Dehydrator that I see a lot of people have is the Excalibur. Wait, hold on for a second. Mom, the dehydrator that you have is Excalibur, right? Yes. Okay. Excalibur. How much did it run you around? Like 200? 200 to 50. They have 7 tray, they have 9 tray. And for everyone who doesn't know, a dehydrator is basically what the name says, dehydrates. It takes the water out of food, and that's what gives raw foodists or people that consume raw foods or vegans, it gives them their crackers, their breads, cookies, any cakes, anything that has like a hardened consistency that's not mush, because pretty much raw food, a lot of it is soups and the leafy vegetables to make salads and all different types of cool dishes. But the hard stuff um, has to be dehydrated, has to take the water out so it has a little bit more substance to it. And you don't have to have starch or oils or anything. You don't have to bake it. You just put it in dehydrator and it comes out all yummy. So that's what the dehydrators are. And I'm sorry for getting so long back to you, hun. It's just been the transition between, work and job. It's just, it's hard, which I'm sure you know. And someone else asked me about raw snacks and how to make them. Now, I will tell you that if you live in New York City or plain and simple tri-state area where, and it's not that hard to come to New York City, I would suggest a great restaurant. It's not a restaurant. I'm sorry, a great health food store called Westerly's. It's on 54th Street and 8th Avenue. You could take the A train, the A, the C, the E to Columbus Circle, and there's a whole bunch of other stations that go there. The B, the D. Take those trains to Columbus Circle, walk down, have your nice little brisk walk down to 54th Street. It's right there on the corner. It's called Westerly. It has a great raw food section, and it has cookies, cakes, everything raw, vegan. It's great. It's a great shop, and it's about the size of a nice sized living room. And if you've ever been into a health food store, sometimes they can be the size of your living room. So to have a raw food section that is that large, it's really good. And I would recommend Miss Lillian's. She makes really good um, oatmeal cookies. Oh, they're to die for it. But you could make that yourself. You could just put all the spices in, and what could you use as the batter? I'd have to get back to you on that. But what I would suggest is that you're really interested, and to make the snacks, they're much, much easier to make than the actual dishes. Because a lot of times the snacks, you just put it in the dehydrator, or you food process a whole bunch of ingredients together and then put it in a dehydrator. But they're really simple to make. I would suggest that you go to one of the health food stores. Whole Foods is my suggestion. And just go to their book section and pick up a book, raw food, vegan, anything like that. They have a whole section dedicated to snacks. Smoothies, when I say smoothies, I want to say like drinks, because smoothies incorporate that you put milk in it. And obviously, being a raw foodist, you're not going to drink milk. So, smoothies, we could say like a fruit drink with a little bit of, I'm going to say nut milk, but don't get freaked out when I say nut milk. Don't get nasty thoughts. It's basically almonds blended up to make like a milk. And I can go into detail about that, but that's another video. You know what? I'll go into it now. Basically, you take any type of milk, any type of nuts, almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, not pine nuts. Pine nuts you could do, but I don't really like the taste of pine nuts. Brazil and or hazelnuts. Okay, and you take one of these nuts, you let them soak. You don't have to let walnut soak, but all the other nuts you should let them soak. Um, you blend it up, and basically you're gonna have this white mixture. You put 1 cup of nuts to 2 cup of water, or you can use coconut water. Crack open a coconut and get the water out of it. Put it in your blender. You blend it up, and you get this looks milky. Um, and then you get a. It sounds so much complicated than what it actually is, but you take a basically like a mesh net bag. It's called uh yeah, it's like a met nesh, and you pour it in and you squeeze out the milk. And that's basically what it is. You could put some sweeteners in it like agave or honey or dates, and that's how you get your nut milk. And you can add that to any of your fruits, and it makes a delicious fruit smoothie. So you got that. You've got applesauce. I love to make applesauce. What else can you make? Snacks can you make that I like? Oh, flaxseed crackers, and basically you just put flax seeds and water. 1 cup of flax seeds to 2 cup of water. Let it sit for 20 minutes. The flax seeds absorbs the water, and then you put it in your dehydrator, and then it gets hard like a cracker. And you break it up, put some almond butter on it. Delish. So that's my advice to all my raw foodist people out there. Go to Wesley's 54th Street and 8th Avenue. Great raw food section. Pick up a raw food dish and start making those dishes, because ain't nobody gonna make you healthy but yourself. Okay? That's I guess I have to divide this up into two videos. First updated video for my food, be back from my hair.